So I got a question for y'all. When you look at your team right now, what do you actually see? Do you see John, the guy who just had his first kid and is running on 3 hours of sleep? Do you see Sarah, who's quietly managing an aging parent while carrying the heaviest portfolio on your team? Or do you just see FTE number 4, who's currently 12.5% behind on their Q3 deliverables? If you only see the spreadsheet, you have lost the room. Welcome to phase 2 of the lab. Today, we're dissecting people versus pieces. And this is really something that's important to me. Because when the deadlines compress, the quarter's ending, and the executive board is breathing down your neck, it's incredibly easy to put on what I call the deadline blindfold. We stop managing human beings and we start moving chess pieces. In a transactional model, you view people as a means to an end. We forget that the people actually generating the revenue have lives, exhaustion, and breaking points. So when you treat your team like cogs in a machine, I promise you, they will give you the exact loyalty a machine gives. None, zero, zilch. The moment a better offer comes along, they're gone. You're gonna have no team left. Let's talk about the actual ROI of how you treat your team. When you manage people like pieces on a board, you're establishing a purely transactional relationship. And here's the brutal truth about transactions. You only get exactly what you pay for. When you manage pieces, your team will give you the absolute minimum required not to get fired. They'll log in at 9 a.m. sharp. They'll log off at 5 o'clock. And if the project catches fire at 5:01, they chucking up the deuces. They'll watch it burn. But when you lead people, when you take off the blindfold and recognize the human being executing the strategy, you unlock something a paycheck can never buy: discretionary effort. Discretionary effort is the late nights, the creative problem solving, and the fierce loyalty that people voluntarily give to a leader they respect. You can't demand it, you can't force it, you have to earn it. The excuse leaders always use is, I have a business to run. I don't have the time to be somebody's therapist. But no one's asking you to be a therapist, but you are required to be a leader. And you cannot lead a human being you refuse to understand. Let's bring love and grace back into the operational rhythm. Grace is acknowledging that the corporate system is designed to make you see numbers. Everything from your dashboard to your bonus structure is tied to the metric. You have to actively fight the gravity of the P&L statement. Love is intentionally breaking the blindfold. It's the tactical effort to look at the team member in the eye and recognize their humanity before you demand their productivity. Again, you have to recognize their humanity before you demand their productivity. So here's your blueprint for the week. It's the name audit. Before your next team huddle or the little pull up your roster, and I want you to identify one personal non-work related fact about every single person you manage. But don't just hold that fact in your head. Use it. Start your next one-on-one by checking in on that specific detail before you ever bring up a metric. So you ask, how was your daughter's soccer tournament? Did you finally get that leak fixed in your basement? You're gonna actually use the information that you remember. Prove to them that you see them before you measure them. If you can't name one thing about the person driving your metrics, you aren't leading them. You're just managing their output. You don't build a high-performing team or a high-performance culture with chess pieces. You build it with people who know you actually give a damn about them. Take the blindfold off. If this hit home, hit subscribe. We drop a new blueprint every week. I'll see you in the lab. Let's get to it.